is, and we're still expecting the winds to be tropical storm strength. But here's the interesting fact: you can still get gusts that can reach hurricane strength at times. So right along that center and to the right-hand side, to the big cities, you're talking about getting into Philadelphia, getting into the coastal portions of Pennsylvania, and also New York and Boston. You're going to start seeing these gusty winds, and if you combine that with that rainfall. I mean, we were always talking about the storm surge, but you combine that with the heavy rainfall. This is the moderate risk of flash flooding. So lots of rainfall, a lot of winds, that could be real dangerous. So we think about that nighttime range is so dangerous to be out there on the road. Turn around, don't drown. Just really got to be careful over the next 24 hours with this water.
All right, thanks so much, Ken Graham, the director of the National Hurricane Center. Appreciate you being with us here today. Well, it's been a beautiful and serene sunrise here today ahead of the storm in coastal Carolina. This lovely scene was captured just south of the Outer Banks in Topsail Beach, North Carolina, earlier this morning. That is beautiful, isn't it? We have a live look now along North Carolina where several alerts are in effect, including a storm surge warning, a flash flood watch. There you can see Ocean Isle Beach, North Carolina. Not a lot of traffic still ongoing there. Tropical storm and even hurricane conditions will be possible as Isaias makes its way up the coastal area. So let's focus in on North Carolina. North Carolina is kind of interesting compared to some of the other areas that are going to be getting impacts because